women, in their mid-20s and up, knowing that this was going to be my future would make me depressed, man. I don't want to deal with this. These last couple of women, I wouldn't want to deal with these women, man. As I get older, thank God, younger women like older men, because I would just be like, well, what am I working out for, man?
State the obvious, it would be nice to actually meet someone.
My day's going fantastic. How about yourself? You guys smash that like button. Appreciate it.
But I'm also curious. I have seen so many women on here and men talk about how difficult they're finding it in the dating scene, especially when you're in your 50s. I also saw an article where TV producers for a dating show for older people like myself have had to cancel the third season because they couldn't find available or suitable men, which is interesting. So right now, I admit the odds are not in my favor, but I want to give this a go for a variety of reasons.
The problem is, old lady, is you're in your 50s and up and you're still out here dating. You can make fun of the pool that's available to you right now, but you had plenty of options until you got to this point and you still didn't pick any. So you're part of that shit pool. Let's stop doing that, man.
Reasons. Number one, I'm in a good place mentally, emotionally, physically. I've done the work, people. So I
appreciate you subscribing. Welcome to the tribe. Appreciate that. Was that Bear? Absolutely. I don't know how to say that first name.
Know that I want to date as opposed to need to date, and there is a difference. Secondly, I'm being very intentional on how I approach this. I know my boundaries, my non-negotiables, and I'm also not afraid to articulate what it is that I'm looking for.
Of course you don't.
And thirdly, I'm going to approach this whole thing with an open mind. As I've gotten older, I've realized the more that we narrow our options, the less chance we have of new opportunities coming into our lives. So I am going to document.
If she keeps talking too much, man, all this makeup and contouring is going to end up breaking and cracking. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Man, I feel bad for you guys that are staying in the States. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're going to get in person. And they're still picky.
My experience as I go along, because I believe transparency is a good thing. So don't forget to follow me to find out how I get on.
All right, this gorilla admits that this queen is definitely one of the more polite ones and has probably the most polite attitude when she's going to re-enter the dating market in her 50s. Now, starting off, I want to say that she understands that dating in her 50s is going to be more difficult. But this gorilla is going to venture to say that she knows it's going to be more difficult, but I don't think she fully grasps why it's going to be more difficult. And her own 3 points actually make it clear to this gorilla, and probably my more experienced male viewers have picked up on what I already picked up. So let's just go through her numbers. Number one, she says she wants to date versus needing to date, and there's a difference. That is true, but listen to everything that she said. She said that she has done the work mentally, emotionally, and physically. Can anyone guess what part is missing there? Financially. And financially is one of the big reasons why women in their 50s up start to date, because they know that they didn't financially plan things out, and they want a man to come in and play Captain Save a 304. The second thing is that she knows her boundaries and her non-negotiables. That didn't sound positive, honey. That actually sounded negative. You see, at 50, you have far less to offer, so your non-negotiables may have more wiggle room. Out of the small dating pool that you have, you're going to put more boundaries on it? That doesn't sound like the wisest move. And number three, you said you got to be more open-minded because before you would have discarded other men, but now you're accepting more. That contradicts number two with boundaries. But for all three of your bullets and all of your politeness, there's the biggest piece of the puzzle that's missing right there. You did not mention one thing that you offer men. Why would any of these men date you? What do you have to offer? All I've heard is, I've worked on myself and me. Well, good luck to you in your journey. I'm pretty sure you're going to
into the wonderful world of online dating, but you don't know where to start. I have done some research and picked the top 5 dating apps for the over 50. So at number 1, we have Silver Singles. This is best for people looking for love. It's predominantly based in the United States, but it's also gaining popularity in the UK. It's free to join and really good for anyone who is looking for a long-term partner. Number 2, we have Our Time. It's another website that's solely for the over 50, so you won't find anyone under 50 on it. This is best for local people who are trying to find someone locally, because they organise events in local areas, so you get to meet other people face to face. And this one is also free to join. Number 3, we have Telegraph Dating. So anyone who reads the Telegraph, they have their own dating app now. It's good for meeting like-minded people. It's free to join to a certain extent, as in you can search people's profiles and you can receive emails, but if you want to respond to people's emails, you have to pay. So that's something worth bearing in mind. Number 4 is dating over 50s. This is one of the most popular ones in the UK for the over 50s. It's also free. It's also good for local meetups. So that's a good place to start if you're new to the world of online dating. And number 5, we have elite singles. And as I said, that's good for meeting like-minded people. You do have to pay for this, but they do carry out a comprehensive personality test to match you with people who have the exact same interests as you, the same personality traits. So if you're really serious about online dating, this is probably a good one for you. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if there are any that you use and which ones you prefer, and have a great day.
All right, fam, let it not be said that this gorilla is not fair and even and balanced. Why? Because this section right here, this video right here, I'm going to dedicate it to my female viewers. Now, most of my female viewers are in the age range of 40 on up. So ladies, consider this my public service of the day. Taking in everything that this Queen said about all those dating apps that she recommended for women dating over 50 and all those good traits for all of you, you have to understand you're only half the equation, if that at most. Why? Because men understand very clearly where they stand in these dating apps. And if you think it's 50-50, I'm afraid you're not doing proper expectation management. Let me stop beating around the bush and get to it. All right. When men in their 50s, the ones who aren't blue pill beta simps, see women in their 50s going on these dating apps, they're thinking a couple of things off rip. Number 1, they're thinking, okay, she's looking for a retirement plan. Number 2, they're thinking, okay, she probably already took her ex-husband for everything he had years ago. She's falling low on funds, so she's looking for the next sucker. Number 3 is, all right, she can't compete with younger women in the other dating apps, so she comes over here where there's less competition, thinking that she's going to get a ring out of it. Number 4, what they're thinking is, okay, all of you ladies in these dating apps, in these 50-plus ranges, none of you are first-round draft picks. You are on the discard list. A guy in his 50s who has resources and can pull in younger women,
he ain't never lied. Look, you guys, smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. We're going to be going live on my other channel. I think, what is it? Lone Wolf Podcast, yeah. We'll go live over there. We're going to run through some Facebook clips like we always do around this time. I appreciate y'all again. Hit the like, subscribe like my friend right here just did. I appreciate you. I randomly go live. That's why there's very few people in here. You know what I'm saying? And being random like that, you don't always get a bunch of people during a live. But when I repost these videos, I'll get plenty of views. So I appreciate you joining. You guys share the live streams. I'm working on the cussing thing, but share the streams. I'm trying to get to 10K before I get to Thailand. Love and light. Salute. That's what's happening. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.